We discuss now the financial reasons. Any accident or incident of ill health will take affect the financial resources. So we have to consider due to any major accident in the organization can get closed because due to the heavy losses incurred. We can take the example of Bhopal gas tragedy where the Union Carbide India Limited got major accident or the worst fatality happened in the pesticide industries all over the world. The major accident damages market value and accident can make the organization out of business within no time. So we have to consider the any accident or incident will have a direct impact on the financial resources of the organization. There are the various types of costs involved. We can study about this type of cost. They are the direct cost, sometimes referred as the tangible cost, or visible cost as it is visible, or the known cost. Another one is known as the indirect cost, sometimes referred as intangible cost or hidden cost or unknown cost, because it comes after the accident happened, then it coming, or it may be the sequence of after the accident. Another classification in terms of accident, the insured cost and the uninsured cost. We can understand it more with the help of iceberg analogy of the accident. This first surface is related to top surface is just indicator of the small visible expenditure or the insured cost, which is visible to everyone. Like one machine got damaged, but due to machine, the worker not able to do the work, the production is halted, or the company not able to make the order on time, and company lost the major contract or tenders, and worker got injury. So the various enforcement authorities are coming at the workplace and putting the penalty and fine. So we can see the uh, tip of the iceberg just represent the insured cost or the direct cost like injury, ill health, or damage. But the uninsured cost or the indirect cost will have a major impact which cannot be quantified by any fixed formula. Like here, for instance, they're giving the example like 1 GBP, 1 pound is the insured cost, then uninsured cost will go to the maybe the 8 times to 36 times, and in some major events it may go to the 100 times also. So what are the uninsured costs will be impacted? They will be the product and material damage, legal cost, emergency supplies also will be get affected. We need to cleaning up the site, production delay will happen, temporary labor we need to deploy, a lost order to the organization. It will take a lot of time for investigation, fines to be applied by the legal authorities, and loss of expertise in the event of any senior worker got injury or accident. So we can understand this iceberg analogy that the tip of the iceberg, which is visible to everyone, but it will have a major impact on the other parameters or the factors of the organization, which are directly linked to the finance. Now we can discuss about the direct cost. Direct costs are the costs which are directly related to the accident. The cost to an organization which can be directly quantified or measured from the incident or accident is known as direct cost. We can see like one bike got accident and the headlight is damaged. So then we can see there is a chances of direct cost, maybe some $1,000 is the expenditure for replacing this part. We can see the various other example of the direct cost, which are damage cost to building, equipment or vehicles, claim cost on employer and the public liability insurance, maintenance cost of the machinery and plant will be there after the accident. There will be the production of low cost item or raw material. There will be the attendance cost or absence cost of employees. There will be the fine resulting from the prosecution by enforcement authority. There will be the worker sick pay. There will be the repair cost to product, equipment, vehicle. There will be the staff replacement cost because one worker got some major injury, spinal cord injury, so he's not coming at the site. So then we need to hire the new people, and increase in insurance premium cost resulting from the accident. We can see the compensation cost not covered by the insurance policy, then employer has to give out of his business profit. The compensation payout by the employer to be considered the direct cost. Legal representation cost following any compensation claim. Suppose any worker goes to the court, then the organization has to hire an advocate or lawyer and he has to fight his case in the court. That cost also coming to the direct cost expenditure. Now we can have an idea about the indirect cost. These are the costs which may not be directly attributable to accident, but may result from a series of accident. Like we can see one accident happened to the headlight. Once they are trying to start the bike, once they are taking it to garage, the complete engine overhaul is required and the rider of the bike is taking the 1 day leave and he is getting the very minor injuries. He is taking first aid treatments and any other work is halted due to his absence at the organization. So these are the costs to an organization which cannot be immediately quantified or measured from the incident or accident is known as indirect cost. We can see the various example of the indirect cost. There will be the production delay. We cannot say how much time the production will be stopped. Loss of production, remainder of the day or month. The accident investigation will take place and it will take a lot of time and any subsequent remedial action required, and accident investigation cost and recommendation. Implementation expenditure will be the additional cost for the organization. There will be the cost of first aid treatment. We have to take to the victim to the hospital. There will be the transportation cost to the hospital and hospital treatment costs like various tests, and he will be admitted to the hospital. There will be the product or process liability claims, and public liability claims also will have a indirect impact. Recruitment expenditure or cost of replacement staff also example of indirect cost. Training cost of replacement staff or new staff has been hired and extra supervision cost will be required. The staff is new. That will be the example of indirect cost. We can see other example of extra overtime payment because the accident happened and the production was halted. So then we have to run the plant on extra hours and we have to pay the extra overtime to the workers. The lost time cost for the other employees such as first aid staff who are available at the site to help to the injured person. Additional administration time incurred expenditure like top management coming at the plant or site like directors, middle level managers, human resource manager, health and safety professional visiting at the site again and again. Lower employee morale because the accident happened and due to that it leading to reduced productivity. There will be the less output. There will be the cumulative business loss. That is also example of the indirect financial cost, all the indirect cost. There will be loss of goodwill and a poor corporate image of the organization. Overhead cost also will be the part of indirect cost. lost time by supervision. There will be the contract penalties because the organization not able to fill the orders on time, or there will be the liquidated damages. Implication will be there on the organization. Now we can discuss about the insured cost. The insured costs are the visible in nature and can be easily calculated by the insurance agencies. So there are the various other example also may be considered, but some direct visible cost example we can consider here. The claim cost on employer and public liability insurance. There will be the damage cost to building, equipment, or any other vehicle during the accident, the maintenance cost of the machinery and the plant, the production loss cost, absence cost of employees, and the cumulative business loss. That will be coming under the category of the insured cost, and it looks similar to the direct cost expenditure. Now we see the various example of the uninsured cost. Uninsured cost many times are not visible and cannot be easily calculated by the insurance agencies. In some cases, like we can see the fines resulting from the prosecution by enforcement authority. So it is not fixed how much damage happened, and the legal authority are applying some fine that is not fixed. Worker sick pay cost, that is also coming under the uninsured cost category. Repairing cost to product or equipment or vehicle, like product become the unrepairable, or the product is beyond the economical repairing. There is a staff replacement cost, increase in insurance premium cost resulting from the accident, the compensation cost not covered by the insurance policy, legal representation cost following any compensation claim. We can have the other example of the uninsured cost, like loss of goodwill and a poor corporate image, as the organization will lose their reputation into the market, the brand value will be damaged. Recruitment cost of the replacement staff also coming under the uninsured cost. Training cost of replacement staff also not covered by the insurance agency. The extra overtime payments not calculated properly, and that is also not covered by the insurance agencies. The lost time for other employee also not considered, such as first aid staff who help to the injured person. Additional administration time also not considered by the insurance agencies. The lower employee morale also not possible to calculate, which is going to lead to the low productivity after the accident. That is also not able to calculate it by the insurance agency. Now we see the some sample question. Serious accident has occurred to a worker and there will be the cost to the organization as a result. So then we need to consider the question point number A, that we need to consider. Explain four costs which are likely to be insured. So we have to take the example of the insured cost like damage cost. Like explain four costs which are likely to be uninsured, like there is a extra overtime payments or compensation cost which is not covered by the insurance agencies, expenditure toward the brand image. Now we can point C, explain four costs which are likely to be direct, like damage cost, repairing cost, first aid cost. Explain four costs which are likely to be indirect, like production delay, public liability insurance. So by reading the previous types of cost, we can give the answer of this particular question. Now, do the assessment of the cost to employer after a major accident. So possible answer, employer cost expenditure will be including the lost business opportunities. There will be the productivity losses, he has to pay the salary to the absent injured employee because the accident happened at their workplace. Expenses reimbursed to the injured employee. They will be the repairing cost, rental or replacement cost. Insurance premium changes. The insurance premium will become high and the legal cost expenditure. Any industrial relation or reputational or corporate and social responsibility cost will arise. Additional training or supervisory cost will also increase. There will be the missed deadline from the customer orders, then it may lose to the business. Investigation cost and time also will be have a impact after the major accident. We can add on more direct cost, indirect cost, insured and uninsured cost in this particular answer. Now we can see do the assessment of cost to employee or worker after a major accident. So at the worker level, what are the expenditure will be having the impact? The medical cost, the treatment, loss of earning a salary as job is lost after the accident, loss of earning capacity due to mental ill health or physical injury, loss of overtime payments, compensation not received, so legal cost in pursuing a claim, retraining cost before rejoining, pay differences from any new employer, strain on family relationship, loss of quality of life, depression may lead to the suicide also, and the reasonable adjustment cost like earlier he was helping to his homework, now he has to hire the new janitor or any homework activity, he need to book a taxi and he has to go to the his office. Earlier he was driving the vehicle or he is making some adjustment at his workplace because he is not able to walk properly. Earlier the staircase was there, now he has prepared the ramp. So the additional expenditure incurred to the employee and he has to make the reasonable adjustment to live his livelihood. Now we can see the financial benefit for implementing health and safety in the organization. If we implement the health and safety in the organization, there will be the high profitability, production efficiency will increase or high production efficiency will be there. There will be the reduction in production downtime. There will be the avoid the loss of the business. The good reputation of business like reputation of business will improve and bad publicity of the organization will not be there. Insurance premium expenditure or charges will reduce because accident not happening and you can bargain with the insurance agency that we have implemented the safety system, avoid the court cost because accident will not happen. So due to the accident region, court cases will not be there. The legal cost like litigation cost, lawyer fee will be reducing or become the nil, and there will be a reduction in the legal or advice cost. The other financial benefit also we can see there will be the reduction into the fine or fines will become nil, reduction in enforcement penalty and fine. The penalty will reduce or become nil. There will be reduction in enforcement penalty and fines. Again, the compensation claim or payout will reduce or become less. There will be the reduction in the compensation payout for injured worker. By implementing the health and safety, the first aid cost for treating injured worker also will become less. Medical claim also will reduce less or become nil. There will be the reduction in the medical cost, hospital bills, hospital transportation cost, medicines cost will reduce or become less or nil. There will be the substantial decrease in medical claims or hospital bills or reduction in the hospital charges. Other benefit also we can see reduction in absenteeism cost, rehabilitation cost will reduce or become nil. The extra overtime payment will become nil, or there will be reduction in overtime for other workers. Less cost involvement, accident investigation time, and time loss also will become nil. There will be the reduction for the sick pay cost for the injured worker. There will be the reduction in the sick leave or the sickness rate for the organization. There will be the reduction in the new recruitment cost. All the hiring cost will be coming down. Reduction in the retraining cost for new worker will be coming down. There will not be any business disruption, which lead to avoiding more tender bidding, more contract winning by the organization, and there will be the reduction on the business disruption and better stakeholder satisfaction for both internal and external stakeholders. Other benefit also we can see, there will be reduction in ill health cases, reduction in staff complaints, which help to improve the productivity. There will be high staff morale. The productivity will also automatically will increase, will have a direct impact. There will be reduction in staff turnover rates. There will be saving in insured versus uninsured cost. There will be the reduction in damage cost, or we can say the cost reduction damage uh, toward the equipment or machinery goods, damage cost to any FLT like forklift truck, damage to other cost factors will be reducing. Reduction in the repairing cost, reduction in the maintenance cost, reduction in the hidden cost. Now we can see the economic or financial impact for not implementing following health and safety in an organization. So if any organization not implementing the health and safety control measures, then there will be the incurrence or the expenditure or increase, or there may be the in terms of the additional expenses like low profitability due to accident cost, low production efficiency, there will be the tarnish of public image, there will be the high insurance premium, there will be increase in the legal cost expenditure, there will be the high compensation payout, there will be increase in medical claims, there will be the high absenteeism at workplace, there will be the more sick leave, and less chances of winning the tender biddings and more stakeholder complaints. So whatever the we can see the advantage of the implementing the health and safety at the workplace, and if we are not implementing the health and safety, the all the expenditure are incurring and will have a direct impact financially on the organization. We can see one sample question. What are the possible costs to an organization following an accident in a workplace? So we can write the various type of direct cost, indirect cost, insured cost, uninsured cost. Question: what are the possible costs to an organization resulting from inadequate health and safety standard? Then here also we can add like direct cost, indirect cost, insured cost, uninsured cost. We can see another question. You as a safety advisor has given suggestion to management to segregate the vehicle route and the workers movement to avoid any collision in a warehouse. So management did not pay attention to your advice, and after 1 month a major accident occurred between the worker and the vehicle. So we can find out, one question is asked, what are the financial impact on the company? So we can write the various points which are covered in the form of direct cost, indirect cost, insured cost, uninsured cost, like there will be the low productivity, low production efficiency, medical cost expenditure, hospital cost expenditure, compensation cost. Now we see the question number 2. After the accident, management agreed to provide segregation between the vehicle route and the workers movement. Now explain the financial benefit to the management. So there will not be any accident, then there will be the chances of the better productivity, more production efficiency, more profitability, more stakeholder satisfaction, no accident, no sickness cost, no hospital cost, no medical cost, no first aid cost. So we have various example which can be written in this particular answer. We see another question, what are the possible costs to an organization due to work related ill health? So in this question, they are asking the work related ill health. So do not write the first aid cost or repairing cost or damage cost or injury cost, because the worker got ill health like fever or something. So no accident happened on the site. So please write the ill health related associated cost. So we can add on like the absence cost or maybe the sickness cost, medical cost expenditure, extra overtime payment increments. So then they are the way we can write the answer of this particular question.